Now, hello and welcome again to the next part of the Casebook of Arne. The last time we started the last part of the Casebook of Arne Case 1 and we needed a bit of help to gather everyone in the waiting room. So Arne spread a rumor that he apparently has a twin. So we will see how that worked out. Is Kai in the courtyard or are they together in that room? This is the room. Please try not to say anything weird. Not a problem, I just need to make him think I didn't do it, yes? Yes, but I'm sure they'll be super wary at first. Still, let's do our best. I know. Okay, let's get down to it. Hip hip hooray! Hold on, what? Hey, wait for me! Oof. Welp, didn't lock the door. You only have yourself to blame. Just dropping in. Jeez, Lord Arne, what are you going in like that for? I don't need to meekly ask them permission to enter the room, surely. What did you come here for? Please, just leave us alone. See, this is what I mean. Diana, please bear with us for a second. Please listen to what we have to say. I refuse. Get out of here at once. I came here to clear up a misunderstanding, be at ease. Eh? What misunderstanding? You, the man sleeping in the bed? Stay away. It was not I who attacked you, it was my older twin brother. That's nonsense. It is. Diana. Mistress, what has gotten into you? It's alright. Nothing like that will happen again. Please believe me. But... Take a good look. I'm not the one who attacked you, am I? You're his twin? That does sound familiar. Kai? It's the power of bullshit. Diana, haven't you heard about that? Not in the least. First of all, we've never met him before. My twin brother is a violent one indeed. It's quite an embarrassment. It appears he troubled you greatly as well. Is that right? You know, now that you say that, it feels weirdly like you're not him. We managed to convince Kai. Now it's just Diana. So, since that worked, we can assume that Kai really wasn't there when he said he wasn't there. Mission. Don't let Diana's words reach Kai. Oh boy. Demo. The maid doesn't seem to trust the vampire's words, so she tried to question the gardener. However, the girl shouted loudly over her words, so they wouldn't reach the gardener. If you can clear minigames and reasoning without mistakes, you'll receive a reward from Sissy at the end. It won't cause any changes in the main story, but try your best. It's all fine. Yet surely... Even so... Look, Diana, it's all fine. Well... Is this man really a different person? Yeah, I think so. If you say so, Kai, then... I'm having everyone assemble, so would you two come as well? But... I'll protect the both of you. As the next head of the Rhein-Weiss family, I won't let such an awful dispute happen again. If you're not the culprits, then you should accompany us. You're sneaking around is what you're under suspicion. I should have asked earlier, but who exactly are you? I'm none other than... Let's hold the meeting until everyone's present. Why were you so ready to just casually declare yourself a vampire? Should I not? Absolutely not! I felt there was no need to hide it if I were appearing before humans anyway. We'll explain later. So, would you two go ahead to the waiting room? Huh? Okay. Sure, but... Kai, are you alright? I'm fine now. Besides, I don't want to stay in hiding anymore. Like that guy says, we should go along with him. Understood. Well, we'll go to the waiting room ahead of you. Thank you very much. Well, we have now assembled everyone. Now we head to the final stage. But first we need to think about the connections between you and I, Lord Arne. If you just go in front of everyone and say, I am none other than the heinous vampire Neuntöter, that would be really bad. In that case you may decide. I decide? Indicate to me what kind of relation would be the most appropriate for the situation. Incidentally, I did spread the rumor to the residents that Lynn Reinweiss is a great detective, so it would be convenient to have something that worked in tandem with that rumor. Then what if you're... my lover, my mentor. I think a mentor and a detective would work well, but since he's probably doing the main talking, then the mentor would probably be better. How about if you're my mentor? Not bad. It wouldn't be unnatural for there to be a teacher or mentor who taught me to be a detective. The great detective Lynn Reinweiss has a grandiose detective mentor. Yes, by connecting it to your rumor, I will probably be able to spread that one. Grandiose detective? You're a great detective. As such, it's natural that I'll be greater, yes? Well, sure, but... And I don't want people to think I'm on the same level as you. Yeah, of course, you would prefer that. Ori-sama. Did you really need to say that? What are you on about? It's important. Understood, Lord Arne. So you're my mentor and a grandiose detective. Well then, let's spread it now. Evenly! Bloodily! Now our preparations are in order. Let us go, Lynn Reinweiss. Hey, why are you interrupting? On the contrary, why do I need to wait every time? Well... Bernd, shut up. You're... I need more tea for this. See? I knew Kai is the killer. I'm trying to explain to you how that isn't true. Stop it, Bernd. Maybe you should just shut your yap. Bernd, get a hold of yourself. quite a delightful scene we have here. Geez, stop hurrying ahead of your own. Don't blame the shortness of your legs on me. It's a height difference. Mistress, who is this? Don't worry about me, Revel. Let me see the rest of your argument. Where? What? He'll introduce himself shortly. Lord Arne, what are you doing stirring them up too? I had no intention of that. A new person showing up at this point. I've got it. This must be the true culprit. You should really keep your mouth shut, Bernd. Seriously, you... Lord Arne? Firstly, all of you sit down and relax. Why is somebody who just suddenly showed up running the show? Yeah, no kidding, if you don't explain yourself. Who indeed doth you be? Mistress, an explanation, please. Sit down. Bernd, let's sit down for now. That might be a good idea. Ah, solving the case music, I see. It's a pleasure to meet you. I suppose I'll say that. My name is Arne. Arne, you sayeth? I imagine you are aware that Lynn Reinweissi is a great detective. Kai wasn't there. Huh? Mistress Lynn is what? You didn't know, Kai? The detective beauty of the millennium. The very reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes. You know? Haha, I had no idea. And who trained the great detective Lynn Reinweis? None other than me. You've heard the rumors, I'm sure? It can't be. The grandiose detective of the millennium. The very reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes. That again. Sherlock Holmes got reincarnated twice? It seems things are a bit too much for Lynn Reinweis to handle alone. So I've come to finish the job. Ah, I've seen his plot beats in books too. Now I have gathered you all here. I take it you know what that means. You figured out who killed the master? Precisely. Who could it have been? Now we will begin a delightful production which shall bring the killer to light. Lord Arne's really getting into this. It feels like he's putting in some dramatic flair. But ever since he appeared, everyone's been caught up in his atmosphere. Maybe this is how a detective should act. That said, don't be a bore to simply guess at the killer. Woman, come over here. Do you mean me? You're the only woman in my sight, am I mistaken? I am very much a woman, verily. I never considered myself a man, forsooth. I don't quite understand what you're saying, but at any rate, come here. Not to worry, I won't bite. Understood? You have quite a tortured way of speaking, don't you? Nothing of the sort, Tiff. He just came out and said it. Why aren't I... Surely you're not gonna be like, Elise is the killer, right? I would never do something so trite. Good, so Elise isn't the killer. That's it. That I said nothing about. What? You old coot. What? How rude. Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Allow me to apologize. Incidentally, we have here 2 detectives. Would you happen to know what kind of entertainment can unfold at a time like this? A battle of reasoning, in which they throw theories at each other, perhaps? Exactly. Lynn Reinweiss? Yes? I will present my theory that this maid is the killer. What are you saying? As such, you must give your all to stop me. You're joking, right? I am not. We both possess the same information. It shouldn't be impossible, should it? What? Why? Because it's more delightful this way. But the maids stand now on the gallows. What are you? You're serious about this? If you cannot save this maid, it will prove my theory correct. And this maid shall be your father's killer. Do you take issue with that? Why are you making me do this? You are a great detective, are you not? No, you ought not to finish that sentence. Take a look at the maid's face. Mistress, please, don't kill me. Please save me. Elise. You're a great detective, so it must be fine, right? What indeed did you want from me? Think back, Lynn Reinweiss. What is this show that's about to begin? I get it, so that's what it is. Elise, it will be okay because I'm the next head of the Reinweiss family and a great detective. Leave everything to me. Mistress! That was a close one, Lynn Reinweiss. No kidding. I nearly neglected to rise to the stage. So this is the play you prepared for me, where I'm the star. I didn't ask for a script that has the main character losing, you know. Well, we'll see about that. Perhaps it's a tragedy. It's already a tragedy. I don't want it to be any more of one. In that case, act like the star, Lynn Reinweiss. Alright, Lord Arne, let's see if this is the proper stage for me. Well, well. Today's program, Lynn Reinweiss versus Arne Neuntöter. Now, Lynn Reinweiss, this is your final stage. I shall explain the rules of this delightful game you and I will be playing. Please do. I will tell you my theory proposing that this maid is your father's killer. If it is mistaken, point out how. If you cannot find a flaw, this maid is the killer. All this I've said already, but should you prove my theory incorrect, we will then switch roles. It won't be the end? That wouldn't settle anything, would it? I guess you're right, but... So then I also... Indeed, choose someone and theorize that they are the killer? I have to theorize. Here, these Lynn Reinweiss, if your theory is wrong, I will certainly point it out. Unless you can create a flawless theory, the wrong person will not be named the killer. So then... That being said, do not submit crude theories. Even if the person you choose is the killer, I will point out any holes in your theory. True, I can't imagine you making a mistake. Meanwhile, I don't think I'll make up perfect theories, so basically in my turn, I can let myself pick the killer. And on your turn, if you pick the killer, you'll definitely have a flawless fury. Oh. Understood. I will make good use of your furies, Lord Arne. Come, Lin Reinweis, let us dance joyfully together. So I always have to pick someone who I don't think is the killer. Ah, okay, that is actually a very interesting game. And of course they picked Elise first because she's the no-brainer. Now, let us begin. Go right ahead. Prattling on about details would only make this drag on. As far as motive, any thoughts we might come up with would be little more than fantasies. As such, for this maid, I will choose to focus on her escape from the room. This maid herself testified that she went to the 3rd floor. Before Lin Reinweis, she had a daily routine of bringing her master medicine. She could certainly enter simply being invited in. After knocking you out, it wouldn't be difficult for her to push her master down into the basement. There were many weapons in the storeroom as well. She would also be capable of beheading the fake corpse. But the real question is her escape. The guards testifies that your father's room was locked. Thus, she must have locked the door and left the room, but this maid does not have a master key. The door cannot be unlocked from the outside, and your father's master's key room remained with his corpse. However, there was a route only this maid could use, namely the vents. After locking the door from inside the room, she escaped to the storeroom using the vents. But that kind of doesn't make sense, really. I mean, she could have taken the keys just from the master and unlocked the room from the inside and then put it back where his corpse was. It's not rocket science. Oh, well, yeah. But then she couldn't leave anyway. Ah, I see, yeah. Ah, now I get it what they mean. After locking the door from the inside the room, she managed to escape to the storeroom using the vents. This is how it was possible for her to murder your father. So is my theory mistaken? Objection! Select all mistaken claims. There may be more than one. Oh no! Click on an image to select it. Be sure to select everything that's wrong. Click an image again to deselect it. Once you've made your selections, click the circle on the bottom right. Elise doesn't have a master key. That's right. She doesn't have one. Elise escaped through the vents. Elise had a daily routine taking medicine to her master. She didn't have to... It wasn't medicine though, it was water. That's the difference. There's a difference, and sometimes I learned from Phoenix Wright that pointing out stupid little mistakes can lead to the truth, so... Now when it comes to the vents... Yeah, that wouldn't make quite sense. I mean, it would have to order backwards, wouldn't it? I mean, at the end of the vent, there stands the... There the old vase would have stood, right? And the only reason why that vase was moved somewhere else was because our good old Elise destroyed the other vase while putting the water in there. So if she didn't leave to, well, accidentally destroy the vase, then this vase would still be here and would therefore be destroyed by her when she tried to get out of the vent. Yes. Elise had a daily routine taking medicine to her master. Elise escaped through the vents. That's where you are wrong. Ernsthaft? But they are both wrong. They are both wrong, though. Bye-bye, Zysius. Or maybe we're not there yet, so... we'll just go with the medicine one. Okay. They are both wrong, though. I swear to God, if it's not the vents, and it's really that she doesn't have a master key. Unless they said something in the remaining episodes, something about the master key, that she had one and didn't return one. But I don't remember anything like that. Why is that? When I went through there, it was a den of dust bunnies. That's right, it was filled with dust. If Elise had gone through them, it should have cleared them out much of the dust. Seriously? Precisely, Lynn. Only took like 3 tries. Mistress Lynn, thank you very much, very much. I'm glad to know you're not the killer, Elise. You experienced those vents personally, so that was a simple one, yes? But do keep up that pace, we might find the killer with surprisingly little effort. We still only gone through one person. I know that's not enough to satisfy you, Lord Arne. You understand me rather well. Next is your turn, Lynn. Choose someone to present as the killer. Lord Arne is serious. If I come up with a theory using some complicated tricks, I'm sure I would make a mistake somewhere. I don't have that kind of talent. And if the person I choose is the killer, I'll be giving them an escape route. So I've no choice but to choose people I know can't have done it. And Lord Arne point out the flaws. Okay, I didn't have to choose myself. I select Heinz. Me? Running, Lynn. Now present your theory to why this person is the killer. Heinz left the kitchen into the dining room. Rejected. The guard should have been in the dining room all the while. Leaving the kitchen undetected would be nigh impossible. Well, then he went out to the courtyard. Also rejected. There are guard dogs in the courtyard. If they barked, even that guard would notice. Anything else? Nothing else. This should be fine, because I know Heinz couldn't have killed father. I do understand your thinking, but even so, come up with better theories. You honestly intend to use me? Then give the great Arne some entertainment. Right. So much for my gut feeling of Heinz doesn't have any motive. Why the heck is he even here? What's going on here? Now, my turn. Since the woman before was a maid, I shall select the other maid. Diana? From her testimony, there is no question that she acted together with the gardener. As such, I shall present a theory in which they were collaborators. So, if I can't find a flaw, both of them are the killers. Kai's wounds haven't fully healed yet, so I'll represent the both of us. I might not. Put your hopes in Lin Reinweiss. Without further ado, my theory is this. These two had no business going to your father's room like the previous maid did. In other words, your point of focus should be how they intruded into his room. Listen carefully now, Lin Reinweiss. Yes. The gardener used the ladder to get from the courtyard to the second floor guest room. Naturally, he used that same ladder to make it to the third floor as well. Is it long enough? However, while the ladder can be dragged around, bringing it up to the second floor is no easy task. If you're alone, that is. Yes, that seems fair. However, the maid was in the guest room, so the two of them pulled the ladder onto the terrace. One of the two entered into the mansion to visit your father's room and get his attention. During this time, the other entered through the window in his room and concealed themselves. This also explains why the door was locked, because the maid possesses a master key. In addition, the gardener was able to take the murder weapon and the head outside the mansion. So, is my theory mistaken? Objection! The girl pointed out all the arrows. One of them went inside and headed to the master's room. The two cooperated to lift the ladder onto the terrace. I don't really see... I don't think there can be a mistake of that. Kai climbed a ladder from the courtyard to the terrace. Ah! I know. I don't think there's anything wrong with this, but that's right, Diana had a fear of heights. One of them went inside and headed to the master's room. First, I will just point out this. Diana and Kai couldn't have worked together to lift the ladder onto the terrace. Why is that? Diana has an extreme fear of heights, so she can't do so much as to go into the terrace. And you're also wrong about one of them going through the house to father's room. And why is that? Sissi testified no one left the guest room until Bernd screamed. That's a contradiction. Correct again, Lin Reinweiss. Mistress Lin, thank you very much. That's our mistress. It's only natural you two didn't do it. Well done, seeing through my two traps. But this would hardly be worth my time if you couldn't see through something that simple. There are two people remaining. Lin Reinweiss, you took a cowardly move earlier selecting the chef, but will you do the same again? I can theorize as skillfully as you, Lord Arne, so I have to choose someone whose actions are restricted. In other words, someone who's very likely not the killer. So you say. Our game thus far has not decided the killer. Lin Reinweiss, the next person you choose will also be someone highly unlikely to be the killer. In a sense, the one you do not choose is the one whom you suspect. Why do you have to say that? Have I said anything mistaken? Work up your resolve. That's what it means to find the killer among this lot. You must choose, Lin Reinweiss. Beardies, I will dispute the guilt of the person you choose, So choose the one you do not want to be the killer. I'll... Yay! Mistress, I'm afraid it's your bedtime. I don't wanna. I can't sleep till mother and father come back. What are they doing? Your father and mother are having a grown-up conversation with guests that have come to visit. You must not interfere with them. How about this, mistress? I will read you a story until you fall asleep. Really? Until I fall asleep? So if I don't fall asleep, you will read forever? Indeed. Should you fail to fall asleep, I suppose I'll just have to read forever. So Grams will have to read me stories all the way until morning. Yay! I would be grateful if you slept before then. There you are, mistress. I've heard from father, so this room is going to be remodeled. This room is full of memories with mother. Why would he... Does he even care about her anymore? The master loves your mother even now. That is why he said this room was much too painful without her here. I'm so worried. My memories of mother only get further away with time, so to lose this room too. You need not worry, mistress. Precious memories remain no matter how much time passes. I say this having lived many years more than you, so trust my experience. Is it gonna be Gordon? They're showing this cutscene at a very suspicious moment, I must say. It's a bit stereotypical that the butler did it then. And that may also be the reason why I didn't really suspect him. Still can't see it. I hope you're right. To prove it, shall I tell you stories of when you were just born, mistress? You were so fond of my mustache, you were always pulling at it. Mistress Lin, of course you'll pick me, right? I mean, I'm not the killer. Look, don't you think Gordon did it? I'm a guard, you know. It's my job to protect everyone, right? Gordon's gone silent. He can't even make excuses, I'm sure of it. I choose... Bernd, say it. Bernd, you are so annoying. I do have to say I can't... If it is Gordon, it is unexpected, but I also... From a character standpoint, I cannot see him attack Lin. I could see him maybe killing the master, but I cannot see him attack Lin. I choose Gordon. What? You gotta be kidding me. Silence, human. This game between myself and Lin Reinweiss, do not add unnecessary comments. Well done, Lin Reinweiss, you've chosen the old coot. Then, can you make a theory, pinning him as the culprit? There would have to be a way from his room to the third floor that avoided detection by both the guard and Zissia. There isn't. I don't know how. So then, the old coot is not the killer either, in short. You're wrong, it isn't me. I thought you were suspicious from the start. He is... He's a piece of work. You would also know the residents' actions and thus find gaps to act within. And also Rule 1, the first witness did it. Wasn't that written in the book you read? Seriously, you've got it wrong. How unsightly. You should give up and confess. What's this? This is dumber than the dumbest gag comic. So, is it him? Because, yeah, I cannot imagine Gordon doing it. Though I guess Bernd is kind of a safe choice, so to say. It's not super surprising, but because he's so incredibly stupid and suspicious, I also didn't immediately. He wasn't like. He was top 2, but not number 1 of of the people I suspected. Hey, what the hell? Why are you looking at me like that? So it was you after all. You were suspicious from the start. Bernd, why? Sure, Bernd. Show some evidence. There's no proof I killed him, right? Evidence, you say? Completely slipped my mind. Are you serious? You. Well, don't fret. I'll go get some now. Just wait patiently until I return. The rest of you don't lay a finger on the guard without evidence we haven't confirmed him as the killer. Sure, bring whatever you can, cause there's definitely nothing. And you all keep your grubby mitts off me, or it ain't gonna be pretty. Then Reinweiss, come along. Okay. Is this a good situation to leave them alone? That was decently entertaining, Van Reinweiss. Lord Arne, is Bernd really the killer? Bernd, nicht Bernd. Why do you think that? If that were a fair way to decide the killer, we could have left it to a majority vote. What? Then what was all that? A means for me to have some fun. Didn't I say as much? It would be boring to simply guess at the killer. You're kidding. Then what was I fighting so desperately for? That was not in vain. You demonstrated clear reasons why some could not have done the deed. Incidentally, our games didn't so much as touch upon the means of decapitation or the murder weapon, yes? Didn't you think it strange that it was all about the methods of intrusion? Well, a murder weapon wouldn't have been necessary to kill Father. You can't just consider these things piecemeal. And also, it's difficult to ignore something as unique as a headless corpse. Of course, I did intentionally not bring it up. Did you? Normally, one would consider not just the actions at the time of the crime, but the murder weapon and method. However, we know things that we normally would not. This gave us a clear picture of the servants' actions, and thus we gave them undue focus. Then Reinweiss, why did we have such knowledge? The reason we knew things that we normally we shouldn't know. The girls stood in front of the source of their knowledge. These mirrors. What this yourself from here is the information we shouldn't actually know. Lord Arne, it's the mirrors, right? Indeed. Did you not realize? Huh? So it's not these mirrors? She still has a reflection. She still has a reflection. Well, never mind. Indeed, I refer to these mirrors. You realize this as well, didn't you, Zissia? Huh? Wonder what you mean. I was just trying to help out. Where are you now? What are you getting at? This is what I'm getting at. If we ignore the information this year saw from this mirror... Hold on, did you really need to break it? Of course. Have I done anything without reason? Pretty frequently, yes. There's a reason for all my actions, namely my entertainment. Ugh, I sort of understand as much, but to hear you say it without hesitation... I would like to keep talking if you don't mind. Jeez, yes, please continue. Indeed, if we ignore any information that this year saw, there's only one person who could move freely around the time of the crime, isn't there? Gordon, right? They could go in and out of your father's room, even go to the basement. There was also an opportunity for them to put that note in your room. And they knew that vase had been broken when there was no way of knowing. What a fool. Huh? Mistress Lin, is something the matter? Hey, you hold it right there. Shut up, what are you doing not letting a guard, huh? And I gotta score at least a couple points in your favor before you guys name me a killer. Please wait. If you run like that, your wounds. It's alright, the mistress is more important. Please hold your horses, everyone. Trying to lure everyone out at once, that saves me some time. Huh? What do you mean? Then Reinweiss, stay here, block the path of anyone who comes this way. Block the way? Hold on a second. Oh, I should end the part here. I really should. I really should. Oof, cliffhanger time. So, I will end the part here. Next time we will see... yeah, how further this will go. It really doesn't seem like it's final that Bernd is the killer, actually. What they said before, the one who could have basically moved around the 3 years would be Gordon, still. So, yeah, next time we will see how everything will further unravel. Until then, bye!